So what's going on today, YouTube? Dusty and Will at Halco RC. We got the Ryft RBX10 on the bench today. Well, we were excited to run it, so we just opened it, we ran it, and it kind of wasn't operating right. Like it was just snaking, if you will, like going left and right, left and right, left and right. It was just to operate funny. Now, I don't know if that's because the diffs are unlocked or if it's because we didn't bind it. We didn't realize we had to bind this one. You know, some you do, some you don't, but so we read the manual like we should have done in the first place, and we all know that. I know. So we break out the old manual, we start reading through it and find the binding instructions. So we hit up the YouTube channel. Some other guys on there running Ryfts. We see where they are showing binding instructions online on YouTube, but it's not holding. Well, two of those videos I watched, I don't personally think they were following instructions to a T, because it said turn off your receiver when you do these steps. So they didn't turn the receiver off. We did. So far so good. I mean, we've after we did that, everything seemed okay. Like it hasn't lost its memory. We've turned it on, I don't know, 10 times, and it's managed to hold up. But purpose of this video is this is our receiver modification. Now, the receiver on your Ryft is right here in that box, right? Everybody who has a Ryft knows that's where the receiver is. So take that out. Just take this out, find you a good trash can, and throw it in it, because you don't need it. This is where we're putting our receiver for RBX10 Ryft, right here. And this box that they have here already mounted, this says Axial fuel cell. Throw your receiver in that. You need an extension lead for your front steering servo, and that's what we did. We added an extension lead to that steering servo. Everything else reaches. To plug it into your ECU, or your, I'm sorry, ECU. That's a car. To plug it into your ESC, that cord reaches to your receiver back there. So you're good to go. I mean, just move it around, relocate it. Take this box, this that they put up here underneath your battery tray, throw it away. I have seen guys cut it. I have seen guys take and cut it under here. They're cutting this battery tray. They're cutting under here so this can be taken off with 4 screws. I don't think, no, that's not how I'm doing mine. What we're doing here at Halco is we are going to take that, put our receiver in there. Let me turn this way. So what we're going to do, and you know, I mean, okay, here's what I'm saying. I don't want to have to go through all this unbolting this box from underneath of here, press the bind button that I can't even reach under the battery tray. This makes no sense. Okay, this would make sense if you drilled a hole in this lid. That could be another mod for you guys. If you want to leave it under there, drill a hole in this lid. You take the thing and you through the hole. There you go. Done that on some other trucks we've had. That works pretty good. But for us, I'm moving it back here. I'm not going to drill a hole in this one to push the bind button, but I am going to drill a hole and put a little piece of tube there. I want my antenna up. And the reason I want my antenna up is here, our track is in our woods, and we have a lot of land here to run on, and we will run. Sometimes the car could be, we've had them go out of range, is what I'm trying to say. We've had a few cars go out of range. So with this, and you guys that own the RBX10, you know that this antenna is shoved in that box. So for us, I don't want it shoved in the box. But I drilled a hole into this for my antenna. we're going to run the antenna out a little bit, just over the top. But I'm not going to drill a hole in this to hit the bind. I'm just going to take the four bolts out, 4 screws out, if I ever need to bind it. Something else we did. We took a piece of rubber, black thin rubber that we have. It's this little thin rubber, and we have, like, if you guys need us to make you one of these little gaskets we made. So what we did is we made a little gasket here. You know, I have a bunch of that rubber. We could, and I super glued it on there. That's what the weight is. The weight is super glue. Probably shouldn't have super glued it, but I don't want to fight this gasket every time I go to put this on. So for me, I'm super gluing it. And for us, this, yeah, we have creek we run these in, but this thing won't see that much water, not like submerged. And then you can curl that antenna down if you do this, so it doesn't have to come all the way out of your box. Get my screws ready here. I know you guys probably don't even care about this point, watching me put this thing on, but yeah, so that's our little mod for this. I like it better than it being up under here, because it's just too hard to get to on the Ryft up there. And if I need to bind this thing again, I want to be able to do it in just quickly. I don't want to be taking the whole truck apart to get to the bind setting. Especially if I have a problem like I'm seeing everybody else have. Everybody else is saying that it doesn't hold its bind. I know that's a heck of a cordless battery driver, but our cordless screwdriver broke. We got a new one coming, but it works. That's what we do here. What works. There it is, YouTube. We mounted the receiver in the Axial fuel cell that whatever this box is that they put on these. I mean, mine was empty. I imagine everybody's is empty. Can't see why it'd be any different. And I siliconed here. Something else I should say. This box here, where there's that piece of rubber that goes in here, that piece of rubber that comes with it that your wires go through on your original box. I did use that piece of rubber. I cut that same slot, that same horseshoe shape, into this. We took this off. We took this whole box off, cut that in there, set the plastic piece in, siliconed around the wires. Because like I say, we will run this in the creek or run it in water. I don't think it'll ever be submerged, but I guess it just depends on how high the creek is. But so I think this works better than having it up there, just for getting to it purposes. I mean, there's nothing in this box anyway, so you know, just leave it, just put it in this box. This truck, like I say, it's 2 weeks old to us. With work and the weather here recently, we got like 9 inches of snow last night. We haven't been able to do a whole lot until now, just because of the weather now. So this truck is going to get, we ordered this last night, so it's probably going to be coming in a week or two. We've got, let me look at this list I've got here. We've got axle, front and rear coming for it. We're going to change the ball heads from plastic to metal. I'm going to use these same rods. I'm not going to, I want to run these for a while. I want to see how these hold up. I'm just going to take that plastic piece off and put metal. Trailing arms are getting changed. We're going to get brass counterweight for the shock and trailing arm mounts. The front end, the front suspension, it's also going to get the metal rod ends. We got the servo piece, aluminum servo piece coming. So we're going to do shock straps and got a set of nice frames coming for it. And this plate right here, we ordered this plate too, the skid plate, but it's not like, we didn't get just the skid plate. We ordered this whole piece. This whole piece is going to be aluminum. So something to look for in the future from us. Just something else we got on the bench, and then something we're going to tear apart. Something we're going to try to make better. I know a lot of people are having problems with these. Oh, and we're going to lock it. We're going to lock the front diff, the center diff, and the rear diff. We're locking the whole thing. But where we run and how we run here, I mean, it just makes sense. You know, we got pretty much land to run it. You know, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn after you lock it. Most of them don't like to turn. Some do. So whatever. We'll see. If it doesn't do what we want it to, we'll unlock it. But definitely locking the diffs. I think that's about it for what we're doing to it now. We got our Capra 4WS in. We're just waiting on the battery for it. So you guys wanting new content from us, it's coming. We're just you know, I think it's like the world right now. We're just all waiting on parts and waiting on the mail guy. So I hope everybody's staying safe and enjoying your RC, and thanks to everybody who subscribed to our channel. And please, if you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, become a subscriber, because we're getting ready to do a lot of things this year that's cool. We're going to have some giveaways. We tried giveaway once, but didn't work. We didn't get the, I guess, followers or subscribers that we needed. So there'll be more to come. Thanks, guys. See you on the next video.